All right. So Ilsa, tell me what's the problem?
Wait, what was the problem? Um, what did I write to you?
Well, what do you want to write
Um,
down?
I just need to gather my thoughts. Um, so I want a relationship, romantic relationship, and family. I have discovered that me not wanting is just associating it with bad things. And theoretically, I understand that it can be different, but in my body, I don't feel it can be any different than I experienced in my childhood. So
Okay.
I'm living in my childhood. I want to get out of there.
You're living in your childhood.
Yeah. I'm
Ah.
associating family with
Hmm?
fighting, with constant emotional outbursts of being unsafe. I'm associating men with being violent, unpredictable. And then, of course, I don't want to have any romantic relationship because that is what I associate it with.
That makes sense.
And
That
I
makes total
and
sense.
I don't believe there are any good men, which I theoretically understand is not true, but it's
Tell
not
me
what
more
I
about
feel.
that. You don't believe there are any good men, which you know theoretically it's not true. Tell me more about that. How do you know theoretically?
Well, if I focus on that, I have seen also men that are caring, that do take care of their family, but I think my focus is just going, my focus is constantly of what's not good. And if even I've seen some good examples, it just get drowned
Mm-hmm. What
in
examples of
in my
men
beliefs.
being caring have you seen?
I haven't seen too much of them, but I have seen some friends that have people that they can discuss things with instead of shouting.
Mm-hmm.
And from my coaches, my love coaches, there are many good examples also with the people they train to find good people. But like I need to get so far that I want to find somebody or
Yeah.
want to meet somebody.
So tell me something,
So
Ilsa. Yeah.
I
Go
have good
ahead.
support. I have good support, but I need to get over this thing.
Yes. Yes, I understand. So tell me something. Do you manage to have good relationship with your friends?
I'm not sure. Do I have any friends? I don't think I have. What do you define by friend?
People you interact with? Do you manage to discuss without fighting?
Yes,
Yes. So why would it be any different with a man?
because the other person could be just exploding
Right.
with whatever you say. It doesn't matter what you say. You
Mm,
can do something wrong when they think wrong.
yeah.
But when you asked me this question, then it made me think, oh, why would they explode? Yeah.
Well, what could be so wrong, you would say, that would make someone explode?
No, it's just them not being able to control their own emotions or just being very reactive and not being conscious of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're saying that you're living in your childhood.
hmm
How do you do that?
I guess by just what you said just now, that I assume that everyone would do it. And one more thing, I didn't experience much attention or love from my father in the way that I needed.
Okay.
That he would talk to me or talk about emotions. What he would do is just explode and be angry.
Right.
And he didn't ask how I was doing or anything.
I'm sorry that happened.
Like he was not a bad person. He took care of the family, but not
Mhm.
in the way a child needed.
Yeah.
Um,
So what other ways do you want someone to show up for you?
I want um
That's right. Take your time. I'm here with you. I'm here with you. Just breathe. Yeah.
I want to be to be able to address problems without shouting,
Yeah. That's
and to talk about things that are not feeling good instead of just shouting.
yeah.
And
That would be better, wouldn't it?
and at all the other person to be reflective enough to see to acknowledge what they did wrong.
Mm. Yeah.
Well, the same applies me that we are both able to do that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I want to have a good, what is that in English now? Goodwill from the other person.
Willingness.
Will
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, that's
They would think it's
important.
important.
I agree. Mm. You're doing great. You're doing great. Thank you for sharing. Yeah.
I'll just have my eyes closed. You can ask questions.
I know. How do you feel right now?
Good.
Good? Really?
I mean, I'm ready to go. What's next?
Well, we are going. We are on the way.
Mm,
So why do you want a relationship? Why is it so important?
because I'm afraid to miss what is important in life just because of staying where I'm. I don't think what I believe now is true.
You don't believe it's true.
Yeah,
How do you know?
I don't know.
Well, there's something that makes you think that what you believe is untrue. I wonder what that is.
Um, I was just always happy being alone and had a very interesting life
Mhm.
and traveled and didn't want anyone. And then I as approached for I was I think 37 and I started questioning, is it really true? Because I kind of became suspicious
Tell me
of how
more.
I was.
Yeah, tell me more. How did you become suspicious?
I just started thinking, is it really true that I don't want a
Mhm.
partner and family, or is there something hiding, but I couldn't figure if there is
Mm.
something hiding.
Something hiding.
Uh, and the more I learned about the subconscious mind, the more I discovered that there is something hiding.
So now you know that there is something hiding.
Yeah,
Mm. So now you're happy being alone.
I am.
Yeah. What makes you
But
think? Yeah,
mm,
go ahead.
I had one relationship that was really not, it was not really a relationship, but I met a person who made me see that those qualities that I mentioned, that ability to talk through problems
Yeah.
calmly, and also he gave a glimpse for me also how it is to have somebody in your life somebody to talk to, or somebody who cares.
Yeah,
So it felt good, and then I was, oh,
it felt good.
it means that I'm not so opposed to that. I just need the right person.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's leading me to the next question, because you say that you're now being happy on your own, but what makes you think
Yeah.
that you wouldn't be in a relationship?
That's a really, really good question. My belief that it's men who have power and women are helpless, and that I personally am helpless.
Right.
That I cannot influence, and I experience also my mom and granny not leaving. They didn't divorce, even though they should have.
Right.
And they were just suffering, and they didn't protect children from all the fighting and all the anger. And they were resentful and angry, but they still did what men told them to do.
It did not
So
leave.
that's what I learned. Yeah.
That's what you learned.
Yeah.
What would happen if you did not want a relationship?
How do you mean that?
What's at stake if you do not want a
Then,
relationship?
so what I'm thinking theoretically is of the human experiences on Earth, then I don't have to have the one of the most important experiences. And I'm afraid that, I don't know, I will need to come to Earth again to learn my lessons. So I just want to learn them.
Right. So how do
Yeah.
you know that's one of the most important experiences here on Earth?
A
What
clever
makes you
person
think
said
that?
that. Clever person said that.
A clever person say that, or clever people in general?
I haven't had anyone else except that one person naming few of the general experiences of human beings on Earth. That there are not so many things we
And what is your belief?
do. Well, it made me think it could be true,
Could be true.
even though I don't want to deal with small children and stuff. Yeah, maybe I need to go through that.
So when I asked what would happen if you did not want a relationship, you said you would have to incarnate again. That's what you said. Come back.
Yep.
So do you not want to come back? Is that your goal in that? Do you do that? Is that...
No, I never think about that. I just said it because you asked.
So what would happen if you did not want a relationship?
Well, nothing bad would happen.
Nothing but...
I don't think anything like bad would happen. Oh, wait. I need to think about that. I can find something bad. I wouldn't experience love and connection that could be in a good relationship. I wouldn't experience the joy of having, for example, a child. I guess not bad happening, but I would just miss out on experiences.
You would miss out on experiences.
Yeah, and on good experiences.
On good experiences. Right.
Because I focus just on the bad, on child crying, me being tired. But I don't focus on the good, and there surely are very good experiences that I could miss.
Right. So to the extent that you're happy now living alone, what makes you think that you would miss out on those things?
Talking with clever people and them sharing how good it feels to have a relationship. and how it is
Right.
one of the important part of life. And I think I just don't know because I've never had it, and I didn't have it that closeness in family. So I kind of, that's why it's so tricky for me. I don't know what to want. There is not a
You do
clear
not know what
picture.
you want.
No.
Yeah, there's no clear picture.
Yeah.
How could you?
Hmm. So I'm trying to look at the good examples because it's important.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It
but
is.
they kind of slip out of my mind.
Yeah. How are you feeling now? What was that?
I don't know what to say. Like there's no special thing.
No special thing. Hmm. So when there's no
I'm
special
I'm
thing, how do you feel about
I'm
it?
with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you on exploring,
Definitely. Yeah,
wherever we go.
definitely. So have
Mm.
you tried anything before to work on that?
On what?
On the problem you're coming up with today?
Um, Maybe, but then it was a long time ago, and there are many layers, so
Okay.
not recently.
Not recently. Mm. So what makes it important now?
Um, because I procrastinated on this long enough.
You procrastinated on it long enough.
Uh-huh.
Mm. You said in the form that your, was it your spirit guides wanted you to be in a relationship?
Yeah,
Is that, yeah, in these words? Um, how do you know?
I don't know. What exactly?
Well, you said when you filled the form that your spirit guide wanted you to be in a relationship and have a family. How do you know
How do I know what?
that this is what they want?
Oh, because it's coming up and up and up and up.
Right.
And in the beginning, like 3 years ago, when I started working with a coach in this modality and did trainings, it
Mm.
just, I was so against it.
Yeah.
And it kept coming up. And I've learned that all the information I get, it's really true because it comes up with my heart desires, which sometimes I don't even realize. And if
Okay.
I follow that guidance, it leads to really good results. So I totally trust in that because it just doesn't stop, There are other things that are changing with which direction I need to go, but this is constant.
This is constant.
And so I worked through my resistance, I got some
Yeah.
dating coaches and I feel really being really slow with the and my window of being able to become pregnant is also, soon closing. And so that is putting also pressure, even though I don't want child.
You don't
Thinking with
want a
my mind, I
child.
don't want to. And I want to get over that, also become open because I just focus on the negative. And then of course I cannot want if I just focus on the negative.
You do not want a child, but you want to be open to the possibility. Is that right?
I don't want to say that I don't want. No, I shouldn't say that. I would say that I'm afraid. Afraid
There's
of
something really
losing
interesting in what you
freedom.
just said. Because you said just before that you did not want a child, and then you
Yeah.
said that you would like to leave that window open, and then you said, I should not want not to have a child. I want to have a child. So what do you want? Not what do you think other
It's
people
often
expect, but what do you want?
it's often it's often difficult to know because if I too focused on my fears, then I think that I want what my fears say.
Right.
You know, I would never want to go for a promotion because I just don't want it, but
Mhm.
because I'm just afraid that I couldn't get it. So
Yeah.
I think it's my fears.
Right. You think it's your
How this could disrupt what I know that is safe, you know, and known.
it disrupts what is safe.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm in my little cocoon. I'm safe. Nobody's disturbing me. I'm
Hmm.
alone. I'm good. I'm away from all the men.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. You're good. What's funny? I thought it was a real problem.
It's really funny because because it kind of sounds stupid.
Does it?
I just hear my limitation that I feel safe, you know,
Yeah.
being alone, and it's kind of funny when being said loud.
Mm. So how does that feel? Feeling safe? How is it being in that cocoon?
It just asked me something really good. What I want for this session is that being alone feels unsafe, and I want to, yeah, that feeling alone would be something that I associate with that it's not good, and that I'm so much missing out, and that I would want really, really to open to life and experiences and be courageous and go for big. What I want is that my heart becomes open to having partnership and to having child.
You want your heart to be open. Why is that making you emotional? Doing a great job. Doing
Because
it.
I feel that it's not. That's why I feel like I don't want to let anyone in because I don't want to be hurt.
You don't want to be hurt. Yeah, I understand. Doing a great job. Doing a great job. So your heart is not open now.
I know.
You feel safe. What's funny about it?
Because I feel that there's something wrong. Like I cannot be, I
There's
am not
something
really
wrong.
safe if I'm protecting myself so much, then I'm not feeling
Right.
safe.
Yeah. It does not make sense. Why would someone who's safe need to protect themselves so much? That doesn't make sense. Doing a great job. Take your time. And I can tell you that you're safe with me. You don't have to be alone to be safe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're doing great. How are you feeling now?
What do you want me to say? I feel like
Now
you
that you
see
know
all my
that it does not
emotions.
make sense, how are you feeling about everything? That's right. What was that?
I'm I'm not I don't know what to say. I kind of
Are you telling me that you're not
Yeah.
feeling anything?
You see my all of my emotions. I don't kind of understand what I should say when you ask how I feel.
You don't understand.
No,
So what's happening when you don't understand?
like nothing. I'm blank.
Blank. Mm. And when there's a blank, how do you feel about everything?
I just don't feel.
You don't feel. How do you think about everything?
That's a difficult question because for me to be able to think, I need to gather my thoughts because
Right.
I'm I'm slow in that, and then
And
I
now
need
it's
to think
blank.
how do. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm just in the moment with you, and I'm going wherever we go, and
Mm. You're going wherever we go.
yeah, I understand that the question kind of it does make sense in ACH, but when you ask me this, it kind of doesn't make sense. How do you feel? Well, I don't.
It doesn't make sense.
No,
No? In what way?
because emotions just they go so fast, and then because we address some things, and then I cry, and then I laugh, and then I
Mm-hmm.
don't even know what I release. It just happens.
It just
And when you
happened.
ask me to what is that, then how do you feel? I don't have an answer.
You don't have an answer.
Yeah.
And would you be okay if
Or
you
what did you
could,
want? What?
would you be okay if you could overcome that problem without having answers?
Sure.
Yeah.
I know when I laugh and I cry, and after a while it's just all out, and I don't have a problem.
How did you know you were going to be crying? How did you
I
do that?
know because when I'm ready to solve some problem, emotions always come up. When there are
Right.
some solutions, I always laugh. So
Okay, so we had problems and solutions so far. That's a
yeah.
really good understanding of yourself. Good job. So you said you wanted to have your heart open.
Yes.
Yeah. So now it's closed.
Yes. And I'm just wondering, what do you mean with how I feel? Because when you ask, I don't feel, do you mean how I feel in my body, or what do you mean?
Everything. It could be how do you feel in your body. It could be how do you feel after realizing that. Could be how do you feel as an emotion. Could be anything.
I always feel good after realizing some things.
Yeah. Always feeling
Yeah.
good. So you said before that you knew that your heart was closed. How did
Yeah.
you manage to do that? How did you close it?
Oh, I'm really smart.
Hmm?
I'm really smart.
You're
I
really
re I
smart, so how did you
understood.
do that? Tell me. What was the process?
Um, I just saw that it was safer to not show anyone how I was feeling or when I was hurt, when I was little, so that nobody would know that they can hurt me.
Right, so you
So I would,
hide your emotion.
yeah,
Hide emotion.
and then yeah, I would just,
Hmm.
um,
Interesting.
yeah, I would just
That's
not say anything or not show any, just not show any emotion when I
not
was really
sure.
also sad or upset.
Mm-hmm. You're very good at hiding.
I'm pressing down, and to the point that I also, for a long while, I wasn't aware of my own emotions because I was just pressing everything down.
That's right. You were not aware.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So how did you manage to become aware? That means you progressed in opening your heart, didn't you?
That's a good question. I don't know. Just through many experiences.
Many experiences. But isn't it funny that when I asked about the mechanism of closing your heart, you mentioned not showing your emotions being one thing, and the second thing being not even being aware of those emotions because they were so suppressed. But now you're aware of them, which means that you've opened your heart a bit, haven't you? Doing a great job. You're safe. You're so safe.
I never thought of it that way.
You're so safe. Yeah. Doing a great job. You know, solving your problem without even realizing it. And isn't it funny to realize that you could slightly open up your heart, yet being safe at the same time? Because you told me you were protected, right? You told me that you were in that cocoon, yet your heart is a little bit softer.
I guess it is.
You're doing great. Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
You did not realize. And now you do. Becoming aware. And the more you become aware, the softer the heart. That's right. Ah, we're having a solution.
And I don't even know why I'm laughing.
What did you say?
I don't even know why I'm laughing.
I know. You don't know why you're laughing, but yet you do. I guess you're solving your problem now. You told me laughing was about finding solutions. I guess that's a good one.
Well, that was just what I said, but I don't know what's happening, but I just know it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know it's a good thing. That's right. Here it is again, laughing away.
I totally
Just
don't
laughing.
know why.
Isn't it weird? Just laughing away. And you don't even know.
Whatever, whatever. The most important thing that it helps.
It does help. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't even know why.
Yeah.
It just happens.
But if you feel how I feel, if you ask how I feel, then I feel lighter.
Lighter.
And I don't even know why.
You feel lighter and you don't even know why. And
Yeah.
you're just laughing. And the
Yeah.
more you laugh, the lighter you are. It just happens. Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird? Doing great. Doing
And
great.
no, I don't know why I'm crying.
Comes in waves, I know. Sometimes you cry and sometimes you laugh. It's just I'm releasing. Doing great. Doing a great job.
I just feel sad that I was living all my life
You feel sad that?
barricading myself away.
Right. That's okay. You're doing it now. You're becoming aware now. You could have buried this your entire life, but you decided to face it. You're so brave. You're so brave. You're so, so brave.
I just felt sad that I've been kind of hiding away and keeping my heart closed and kind of building a big barricade so that nobody
Mm-hmm.
would see the real me.
The real you. Is that the whole reason why? You did not want people to see the real you,
So that I wouldn't be hurt.
so that you wouldn't be hurt.
And you're right. I I it means I have been opening my heart in different ways, and one of them being also being visible on social media and sharing also about my life
Mm-hmm.
in order that people can connect better to me because I it is important in what I do.
Yeah.
Uh, and that is also it has taken courage, and I did a session on that so that I can
Okay.
really. But it means it was in a way opening my heart, also being okay with being
See,
just being seen, yeah, and just sharing personal things also like from my heart.
that's amazing.
Um,
You're doing so well.
and it means that I've been step by step opening
Mm-hmm.
my heart up and
Definitely, you
working
have.
with.
You're just realizing it now. You have been opening your heart. I know it's huge. Take your time. Brings a lot of emotions. You have been opening up your heart step by step.
And I didn't realize, and it means that I'm not doing so bad.
Definitely. So what happens when you realize that you've been opening up your heart and that you did not get hurt? Here it is again, laughing away.
Um, when you ask how that feels, the first thing is like, well, I don't know, I don't know, but it definitely is not bad.
I said, what happens? Because I know that you don't really know what to reply when I say, how does it feel? But what happens when you
Um,
think that you've been opening up your heart without being hurt? That's right.
uh,
There you go again.
uh, I guess when you ask from the other angle, I'm able to answer with the feeling because I want to say it feels lighter. Again,
All
it just feels
right. So
lighter.
you're doing opposite of what I'm asking. Yeah, go ahead with the feeling. Still laughing away. Who would have thought that you could be laughing about something so serious?
I just feels that I'm not so far away from opening my heart also to a good man to come in my life.
You're so far away from it.
I say I'm not so far actually,
Oh,
but
you're
been
not.
working on opening my heart all
Right.
along.
You're not as far as you thought you were. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, doing a great job. You're not as far as you thought.
I mean that I'm closer actually.
You are definitely closer. Yeah, you're getting closer. So close. So close. And you had no idea you were until you did. So close. So close.
I felt this was a big a big problem.
I thought too. You lied to me. You started to work on it long before you thought you didn't. So close.
And we are not even talking about,
We are not even talking. I
I
know.
mean, about how it just went totally different direction.
Just happens. We're not talking. Yet your heart is opening up and you're closer than what you thought you
No, I
were.
mean, we're not even talking about where did those
Mm-hmm.
about those childhood experiences.
We do not need to. So now that you know that you're closer than you thought and feeling lighter, how do you feel about a partnership or relationship? That's right. That's right. Take your time. You're on the way. Take your time.
It's kind of scary, but it's not like it was. It was scary in a sense like a child is afraid from somebody, from a fight in family when feeling small and
Mm-hmm.
unprotected
Yes.
and just needing to hide. But
Yeah.
now I feel scared just no, or just in a sense of like from before something you have never done, something
Right.
unknown. So
Something
it's
new.
totally different level.
It's totally different level. Did you know
And
that
that
was
is
going to
totally
happen?
Mm.
Did you know that was going to happen?
No.
No. And you just had to laugh. Isn't that beautiful? You just had to laugh.
Um, yeah.
It's a different sort of scared. It's a scared like something new.
This is a good thing because we cannot get rid of that. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I guess the best
that
way
is
to get rid
something
of it would
manageable.
be to jump in the deep end, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But you told me you did. You told me you had an
Mm?
experience with someone that was able to discuss.
No.
No?
Yeah, but that was not an available person.
Right. So you want to do that, to have that new experience with someone that is available.
Yeah,
Yeah.
available building something beautiful and
Available. Yeah. To build
beautiful
something beautiful.
and well, yeah, long term.
Long term.
Yeah,
Beautiful and long term.
yeah.
Yeah. What's this smile on your face? Don't tell me you're coming up with another solution. I won't believe you.
I was just thinking, are we done with the session or will something else come up? Or
Mm.
was it so easy? Is it, yeah, I'm just,
You're wondering if you're done with the session. Is that what you said?
yeah.
Well, we've just been talking less than an hour.
This is like, you know what, that's why I'm smiling. Is it, was it just so easy? Or
Yeah,
is there
can't be
something
that
else
easy.
hiding?
Can't be that easy. There must be something else hiding. How would you know that there's something else hiding?
Emotion coming up again. I've experienced that. If it's not totally resolved, even when I think it is,
Okay,
then
emotions coming up would be a sign that there's something hiding. What sort of emotions?
no, if you would ask me something and then something comes up, then yeah,
Ah,
there would be something.
right. So you expect yourself to be emotionless.
Now, if I start crying, then it means that there's something.
Right.
I had one session where I'm done, and I wasn't. There was
Well, what makes you think that you know, you won't cry even being healed? What makes you think that, those things aren't compatible?
I'm just talking about it's a different. It can be happy crying, and it can be just
Okay,
something coming up, and you don't know the difference, right?
right. But you would know the difference.
Yes,
Yeah. How would you?
I just know.
You just know. So how would someone who used to bury their emotions would just know? By which process?
You mean
That's right.
what?
Exactly. There it is
I
again.
don't know. I don't understand what you're saying.
I know. How do you feel about everything? That's right. There's something still hiding, isn't it? Take your time. Take your time.
I don't know why
You're doing a great job.
I'm crying.
Don't need to know. Take your time. It just happens. That's right. That's right.
I just feel so sad for
You feel sad.
all the lost years. I cannot believe I'm saying that because I never felt that I was missing anything.
You didn't realize you were missing out on anything. So how is that a loss if you didn't miss out at the time? I know. Would be silly of me to ask. That's right.
My heart was just so close that I didn't feel.
You didn't
I
feel.
just no,
No,
I was just protecting myself and
you were. And you know
I
what?
chose not to feel.
You're getting better at it. Because since we started, you weren't able to give me a single emotion. And now you told me that you felt sad.
Well, when I said that I didn't feel, I felt in my body that here
Yeah.
was kind of it was like not an emotion, but something waiting to come out. You know, the feeling
Right.
of
There's
there's
something
something
waiting.
sitting, uh, difficult to describe.
Yeah. That's exactly the point. Something sitting difficult to describe. And where is it now? Is it still here?
It felt like it was there sitting and was kind of bubbly but tight. It was bubbly because it was kind of expecting
Yeah,
when it
to
can
come
come
up.
out.
Yeah.
But
And where is it
and
now?
if it's not feeling as tight anymore.
It's not feeling as tight because you're becoming better at it. Because you're getting closer to something. It's not as tight. How is it then? That's right.
Uh, um, and not it feels lighter, not as heavy.
Feels lighter.
More peace.
Peace. There is more peace.
And it felt before also like it was more like a block than as a wall, and now it feels there's still
Right.
something, but it's much softer.
Softer.
Yeah,
There was a wall, but now it feels softer.
yeah,
There is still something.
something little.
It's little.
I feel I can breathe freer.
Yeah.
I want to breathe deeper.
You can breathe deeply now. Yeah. That's right. Feel more peace. Doing so well.
I
Doing
cannot
so
believe that I lived so many years thinking that I don't need anyone and just
well.
missing out on connection
Just missing. Yeah.
because I love connection
You
with
love connection.
people,
I can
really
tell.
connecting deeply on a deep level.
Hmm.
And I was just denying it to
It's hard
myself.
to connect deeply with a closed heart, isn't it?
Now, I could connect with people, but yeah, it's true. But yeah, no, you're right. I was doing it through my work
Yeah, for
and
sure.
with people that were not there any every day in my life.
Hmm. Yeah,
And that also felt safer.
it felt safer. Right. That's how it felt. And now you can breathe more deeply. Yeah, and it's softer. Yeah, because you do love connections. Yeah. And laughing is a great way to connect with people. If not one of the best ways.
People love my laughter.
Yeah. Doing great. I wonder how close you are now. That's right. So close. That's right.
I never thought I would be sad about. I never thought I would say that I have wasted years, but this is what I
Right.
feel now. That's why I'm crying.
And now you do. Never thought you would. And it just happened. So are you going to tell me now that you want a relationship, or did I misunderstand everything?
That was a bold move. Uh, I feel scary to say.
Mm-hmm. It feels scary to say.
Oh, it's not untrue.
It's not untrue.
Uh, uh,
It is not untrue.
but I surely don't want to waste any more years.
Yeah. How do you feel about this coaching program now?
I would like to say that I'm ready to take action, but it feels scary.
Yeah, I get it. Feels scary.
Why does it feel scary?
Why does it feel scary?
It doesn't make sense.
Does not make sense.
I know.
What's scary about it? Yeah.
The discomfort of wait, what was it? What is scary? There is a bit of would I be good enough for kind of man that I would like to meet?
Mm.
And I know that I need to go on many dates to practice how to value myself and how to speak up for myself and how to and just practice by meeting men.
What made you think that you need to go on dates to value yourself? What's stopping you from doing it now?
Well, that's not true. Uh, that is not true.
What do you mean?
Um, uh, it came out wrong because it's really not true. I don't need to go on dates to value myself.
Right.
I need to, it helps for
Be
the
more.
practical things, for
Right.
speaking up, for I just need
Mhm.
that practice because I haven't had it.
Yeah.
Um,
To learn.
learn and learn being open and share about myself and
Mhm. Yeah.
but what they're sitting
What
a
is scary
doubt
about
that
it?
I would be good enough for a man, that I could do it by just, oh, whoever, whatever, because I wouldn't really care. But if it would be somebody who I would really care about,
Right.
some really, really, really good heart,
Mm.
kind-hearted man that I want to meet, I guess I'm afraid that I wouldn't be good enough.
You're afraid that you wouldn't be good enough. What's funny about it?
Um,
What's a serious thing?
um,
I think you're trying, or not you're trying, but you're starting to enjoy sharing about yourself. Am I wrong? Seems like you're having fun with it.
um, it just occurred that if I want what I value is a kind heart,
Mm-hmm. Take your time. You're so close. Mm. That's-
I realized, so that's two things. I realized that if I value a kind heart in a man, and if it's also one of my values, so he would definitely see me and recognize me for that.
Wow.
So that shouldn't be a problem.
That's
That's
good.
why I was laughing.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking, why I can still get angry and maybe snap sometimes, and then I'm afraid that I wouldn't be good enough because I'm
Yeah.
not perfect. I'm not
Right.
embodying everything all the time what I value.
Mm-hmm. But let me ask you
I
this.
feel I feel I feel really sad about that.
You feel really sad about that? About what specifically?
That I can be unkind sometimes.
You can be unkind. That's all right. That's all right. I love your honesty. Thank you for sharing. I do. I do. That's okay. That's okay.
And I don't want to be unkind.
Mm. I know you don't.
But that happens.
Right. That mostly happens when we are not aware, you know. And you're doing such a good job now about becoming more self-aware.
What can I do about that? It means that I'm expecting perfection for myself, and most likely then from the other person too.
Right. And let me ask you this. Now being on your own, are you perfect? Is everything perfect? No? And can you deal with that?
Uh, kind of.
Kind of. Well, you told me you were happy, so I guess we can be happy and imperfect. Can we not?
I guess yeah, we have to work through
Yeah,
things and things that come up.
we've
Yeah.
got to work through things. Yeah, that's right. So how do you do that?
By becoming aware, looking at what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
looking at how I'm communicating,
Right.
and choosing what end result I want to, and then kind of get over my ego and
That's a great way to put
say
it.
the say the right thing, even if my ego opposes that.
Mm,
Yeah, I have good support also in that, so it doesn't feel
really good
pleasant,
to
but
hear.
it's manageable.
It's manageable.
Yeah.
That's great. Mm. How's the chest feeling?
Much lighter. Uh, much even lighter and softer than before,
Softer than
like
before.
last time. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It feels actually as light as I could live with it being like this.
As light as you could leave it with, like this.
Yeah.
Mm.
It doesn't feel like there is any restriction anymore.
Right. Means you're getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how do I deal with imperfection?
What makes you think that you're not dealing with it now? I mean, not now, but in your daily life. That's,
I guess what I'm afraid that of my family scenario. Uh, because being alone is easy because then you don't need to deal with other person day to day
mm-hmm.
and getting annoyed with something that you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid I wouldn't be able. I thought all the time that it would be about the other person, but now it's like I'm afraid that I wouldn't be able to deal with
Mm.
And what if I'm annoyed all the time?
That's right. More
What would I do? I don't know.
than getting confused now.
I'm really confused.
I can tell.
What came up is just mom and dad constantly being, they constantly were just annoyed at each other.
They were annoyed.
I guess I cannot imagine a different scenario.
You cannot imagine a different scenario than being annoyed.
Yeah.
Mm.
The closest example I can come up with is my sister. I've lived together with her for a while. When
Mhm.
studying, we could deal without being annoyed, but she was my sister.
Right.
And then I had some roommates that we, unfortunately, also female. So I don't have a male
Mm.
example.
So you managed to live with different people without being annoyed. They were all females.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to deal with men. I don't have experience.
You don't have experience. What
No.
makes you think it would be any different? That's right.
Okay. That doesn't necessarily have to be male female difference. I just, valuing maybe one values that everything is clean and organized and then other doesn't value that, or
Mm-hmm.
one values that all the dishes are put away the same evening or just after the
That's
meal
right.
and then the other doesn't care. I don't know how to deal with that.
You don't know how to deal with that. But how do
No.
you feel knowing that it's not a gender problem?
Helpless.
Helpless.
Yeah.
Helpless.
I guess because I want to control everything. I want everything to be just as I want.
You want to control.
Yeah.
What does control does for you?
Well, nothing good.
Hmm?
Nothing good.
Nothing good. So why would you want to do something that does nothing good?
I guess I put meaning if people don't do what I value, then I'm not valuable. But it's not true. Yeah, I'm confused.
What is true then? If people don't do the things you value, That's just confused. That's right. I guess we're gaining clarity. Are we not?
Oh,
What
I
do you think?
figured I got some examples of where I had learned to accept other people valuing other things and just accepting that we are different, that we do things
Okay.
different way. And then also we can discuss
Hmm.
with somebody I would like to live together with what are really important things for each
Mm-hmm.
of us that we would make effort
Agreed.
to do because, yeah, of the
Mm-hmm.
other person.
Mm-hmm.
And it means also choosing a person that I can live together with.
Thank you.
Not, yeah, just really, really evaluating all the character qualities and just
Right.
compatibility.
That is important.
And then I could live with small things,
Mm-hmm.
imperfections or differences, and I could accept that.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, now that doesn't feel so scary.
Doesn't it? Come with easy.
Uh,
So how does it
and
feel if it
it's
doesn't feel that scary?
uh, it feels good.
Feels good.
Yeah.
And that was
I
not
felt
even
like
scary to say
stupid.
so.
I felt stupid about needing to think, kind of talk about such unimportant things. But obviously it was
Is it?
important.
What was that?
Happy.
Perfect.
Happy.
Ah, happy. Happy. How
Yeah.
do you feel about everything we've talked about? Now that you're
Good.
happy, you
I
feel
feel good.
good. You feel happy and you feel good. And how's the chest?
Good and light.
It's good and light. And now that it's good and light, how do you feel about a relationship?
It's not even, the thought is not even scary anymore.
Right. Thought is not scary. That's right.
Feels also more like, I guess it was important to think about how it would be practically living together. I thought it was unimportant, but I see it was
Definitely was.
important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, because that feels totally manageable.
What did you say?
It feels manageable.
Manageable. Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens if you manage to be in a relationship and you live with somebody, but you get annoyed at them?
So first I observe that. Then I become aware that this is not how I want to be. And I sit down and ask myself, why am I? What do I want here? Um, and I'm see if I become annoyed of the character quality that I value in other places because I know it had happened,
Mm-hmm.
and I just then need to put myself in place and know that that's the character quality of the person.
Right.
And
Do you trust in your
if
ability
there,
to address those things?
mm,
Do you trust in your abilities to address those things?
I know that there's a lot for me to learn, and I also have good support. I can ask for advice and work through
Right.
my stuff and find out where it's the other person's stuff, then I need to speak up and say what I
Yeah.
need.
So what happened to
I
the
don't,
go
mm,
ahead, sorry.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I know that there's a lot I need to learn, and because I haven't lived together with a man, there
Mm-hmm.
would be a lot of stuff that will come up that I will
Definitely.
need to address.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it will be, but it will be a journey.
It will definitely be a journey. Yeah. You'll be learning a
Um,
lot. I guess your
yeah.
guides will be proud of you.
Mm,
I guess your guides will be proud of you
I hope so.
because you'll be learning a lot.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, they're happy anyways.
I know they are. Yeah. So how do you feel about being hurt?
Neutral.
Neutral.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't have any reaction.
No reaction.
No. Uh, I guess that will happen. I will get triggered and there will stuff come up, but I know it will, so I'm prepared.
You're prepared. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I would get hurt badly because the other person is not a good person, I would walk away.
Right. So you're
I'm
not gonna
I would not
close off your
I
house for
will not
people.
no I will not do as my mom and grannies did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will not stay if it's
You will
bad.
not stay.
No.
How do you know you're prepared now?
Prepared.
You said you'd be prepared, in case you get hurt. You know how to manage that because you're prepared. How do you know you're prepared to deal with everything? That's right.
I don't know. I don't think I can be prepared for everything. Nobody can. I feel totally spaced out.
You are.
I feel I could fall asleep.
What happened just then?
Mm.
What happened just then?
I started to think, how would I know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried to gather something, how would I know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, no, I cannot know and nobody can. And then I
Mm.
felt more and more spacey.
Yeah. How do you feel about everything?
Sleepy.
Sleepy. And about your problem. Can you remind me what was your problem?
I was thinking, am I there? Can I say what problem?
What was it
I
again?
feel like I was thinking, can I say what problem? Am I there? And I feel like I'm I'm actually I'm almost there that I can say what problem.
Almost there.
Yeah.
What's missing?
So wait, if you ask me what was the problem, it's difficult to gather.
Mm,
It's difficult to gather my thoughts. What was the
difficult.
problem?
What was the problem?
Um, I remembered. I wanted to have a relationship.
And what is it now?
And then I came to conclusion that I was just missing out on so much over so many years.
Mm-hmm.
And I want now to keep this feeling. I want to remember that this is what really happened and that I don't want to miss out anymore.
You don't want to miss out anymore.
No,
Mm,
I don't want to miss out on connection and all the good feelings.
yeah.
Yeah, a real connection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel my brain saying that it needs a nap.
Yeah. That's definitely what I was about to suggest. You've done a great job, Ilsa. Really good job.
Thank you for being here with me.
You're very
You were
welcome.
amazing.
That was a pleasure. You've been amazing. Yeah, you truly were.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you know how it's gonna
And
go. Yeah, the best thing you can do is just to go and take a nap and just send me a text when you wake up. Tell me how you're feeling about it. Knowing that it will carry on to integrate, in the next few hours, days, even perhaps a couple of weeks. And that's totally okay. Right?
I think it will be fine. Yeah, because I got the answer that I wasn't safe. I was missing out. So I think that is the point that I didn't realize.
But what did you realize that you are now?
That I realized that it was me. the illusion of being safe was actually just missing out
True.
on connection, on things that I really value.
Yeah. That's
And it
big.
was that it's not safe then.
You've done amazing. Can be really, really proud. Yeah.